Okay, in this lesson, we're going to look at associative arrays. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but associative arrays. And now this is interesting because it's kind of, we're just going to look at something we've used already in a new way. In the past, we've done objects. Let student be assigned name is this, ID is this, grade is this. We've done that with like let player have an X value and a Y value and etc. Um, the idea here is that I want you to think of these objects that we've done in the past. These are actually arrays, but a different type of an array, an associative array. The arrays we're used to seeing have these numerical indices, so like position 0, position 1, position 2, whereas an associative array has named indices. So you look up the value Megan by using name instead of 0. You look up the value 1 using ID instead of position 1. Grade 10, you look that up using the value grade instead of the position in the array. Okay? And along with that, we've used this dot notation. You can also, with these objects or these associative arrays, you can use this index operator that we use with arrays, but instead of putting the position in, like position 0 or 1, you put in as a string the property name or the key name. Often these associative arrays are considered a collection of key value pairs, right? There's the key, there's the value. There's the key, there's the value. It's these pairs that go together. Okay. Also, along with that, you can initialize an object with those values. We can also add to that later. Student.username is this, or student square bracket username is assigned this, and that'll add to the object that's already created. Okay. We'll do an example with this with our graphics library, but before that, I want to play around with it in the JavaScript tutor. I still have the stuff from my last video, but let's try to do this object stuff. So let's just do my arrays assigned 1, 2, 3, and we are very familiar with my array at position 0, right? Console.log my array at position 0. Okay, and if I were to do this, I don't even know why I'm doing this. It creates the array. You should know this. At position 0, it'll print out 1. Okay, that's what we're used to doing. It's an ordered collection. Position 0, position 1, position 2. If I were to make this an associative array, we do the curly braces. And because it's not an ordered collection, I need to give each of the values a name or a key. So I'm just going to go A:1, B:2, C:3. So you can kind of see it's the same idea. It's a collection. The first value is 1, the second value is 2, the third value is 3. But instead of looking them up at position 0, position 1, position 2, I now look them up by this key or this property, I like to call it sometimes too. My array has an A property, a B property, a C property, etc. So when I go here, I can now go my array look up the key A and find its associated value. Associated value, an associative array. Awesome. Okay, so here's my array. It's an object with key value pairs. And I look up A, which gives me the value 1. Beautiful. Okay, so this, you guys are probably more familiar with the dot A, right? That's what we've been doing more in the past. Visualize that, it should still work. There's my object, dot A, same thing, it references that value. You can do either one, but it's kind of cool to show you the square bracket really highlights the idea that it is like an array, right? You're looking up a value in the array at position A or with the key property A. Okay, just to show you as well, you can add stuff later. You can go my array dot D is assigned 4. If you want to add with this notation, you just go like that. Is assigned 5. We visualize that. You can see how we can add to this array. My array dot D is assigned 4. Beautiful. My array E is assigned 5. Wonderful. And it does, oh, actually, I want to test this out. Technically, an associative array or an object is not an ordered collection. It looks very ordered, A, B, C, D, E, but you're not always guaranteed what order the things will be in. Although I remember reading something how I think it might be alphabetical order. So let's try DEA. and then make this a B and this a C, and let's see what that does. And I don't know if this visualized JavaScript will do it properly in the right order. We'll see. Well, yeah, see, so it is showing us DEA in this order. I wonder if I should try this in the console. Let's try it in the console. I'm curious. Humor me here. I should have tested this out before, but maybe this will be fun. Just going to open up my console. Can I do all this at once? Oh, I don't know what it did. Let's go my array. DEA BC. Oh, so it does look like it is trying to go in order. But if I, well, you know what? This is a whole other topic, and I might do another video, because can you loop through an object like this? And what order would you get if you loop through it? Right? Oh, and when I actually look at it this way, it sorted it alphabetically. And I think if I were to loop through this object, it would do it in this order, which is not the order I created it in. So actually, this is what I was trying to show, right? That you're not guaranteed to get it in the order that you created it. I think it does sort the key names alphabetically. Anyway, that's kind of a technical detail you might not even run across. The key things to understand are the fact that this is a collection with the values Megan, 1, and 10. But instead of positions, we have these keys or these properties, name, ID, and grade. And you can use the dot notation or that index operator to access those values or to add values to it as well. Okay, that's good enough for now. If you're interested, there's also like ways you can delete values. Like I said, you can loop through an object, although it's a little bit weird sometimes because arrays are designed for order. Objects are generally designed to just store related properties, right? Okay, anyway, that's long enough. I feel like I'm babbling. Hopefully that made sense. The objects that we've been working with in the past are like associative arrays, key value pairs. Okay, we'll do an example with our graphics library. We're going to add a key is pressed object, which should prove very useful. Okay, take care and see you in the next video.